Now, here's what's interesting. There's pictures that I've taken over time, right? But that I took of them months ago, and I went back the other night to look at them, and they're actually clearer now than they were back then. How do they do that? It's a common thing. It doesn't happen just once or twice. They have been doing this for a while, where they will actually, I don't know how they do it. Advanced technology, I don't know. But my pictures will change. That's why I don't get rid of them right away. I'm like, maybe they'll clear them up. And over time, as whenever I take pictures of them, over time they become clearer and clearer. I understand that there's, I don't know if it's protection, like they only want to reveal themselves in a way that's comfortable for humans, because Tinkerbell that you see on TV, that's not what fairies look like. That's not what they really look like. They at all. So sometimes they have little antennas. Sometimes they can look like they look scary, but they're not scary. That's just how they look. And just because you've been taught something doesn't mean it's true, is my point. And just because it looks scary, I mean, some grandma with effed up hair and her grill's messed up because she just fell and hit her face on her Walmart basket and all. She can look all messed up too and scary, but that doesn't mean she's scary, is my point. Their personality is, they're all different. Some of them are very playful. Some of them will, I've had story after story. I've had such cool experiences with them. One of them landed on my deck outside. This was several months ago. And I walked outside and I immediately got pulled to it. It was about 3 inches long, and it was laying there on the deck, and it was dark outside, which tells you they pulled me to it, because how else was I going to see it? So I go over there, and I take some pictures. Y'all, when I looked at the pictures, and it's clear that it would look like if somebody was in the racing position. So if you're running track and I don't know what it's called, I didn't run track, and you have your hands on the ground and you're in your ready, set, go position, you're about to take off. It looked like that, but it looked like she had leg warmers on and little boots. And I was like, I started laughing. I said, wait, are you wearing leg warmers? And then I heard giggling. So they can be playful that way too. Is she wearing leg warmers? No, she probably did that to manifest in my picture that way. But like, I showed it to a few of my friends, and they're like, whoa, man, that's a really clear picture. I'm like, of a fairy wearing leg warmers in freaking July. But yeah, anyway. But they can be playful. Now, if you do things that are destructive, oh, by the way, this is Fairy 101 class. You know why I'm sharing this? Because I talk to them all the time, and these non-terrestrial beings, and I have told them I will absolutely be proud to be a voice for you to share just information, because they deserve respect. I think the reason why I'm talking about this is people really need to steer away from all of those fear-based teachings we've been taught for thousands of years, that everything's fear, 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 fear. You're going to hell, God-fearing. Oh my gosh, it's not supposed to be like that. First off, you're not supposed to fear God. Second, you get what you give, and that applies to every single realm of being. All of them, all beings. You're going to get what you give, and I'll explain that more in detail because I'm sure some are saying, well, what if you run into something demonic? Well, demonic is just something that's moved further away from the light. Most of that stuff is parasitic. It just feeds off of energy, not food, energy, and you're its energy. And it's not even personal, not trying to take some personal vendetta out on you. You just happen to be an angry asshole, and it likes how it likes your anger. So let's go hang out with you. And then when when you're in a low frequency like that, you're food. So how do you make yourself immune? Raise your frequency. It's the answer. Every time, it's the answer. So my point again is, you get what you give. So if you want to be happy, then send out some happy vibes. So right now, I actually have an interdimensional, some would call alien being, that literally just showed up on the path that goes out to my woods. I'm looking straight at it. Interesting. I want to finish what I was saying about the fairy realm. This applies to all realms. Be respectful. I do not even joke about them. I don't make jokes, because look at fairies as like some of them can wear their feelings on their shoulders, and they don't take sarcasm very easily, because we're humans, and we are the ones that need to earn back the trust that we lost years and years ago by being shitheads. Treat the earth with kindness. If you cut a tree down, plant two, or give an offering to the earth. If you cut a tree down, talk to the nature spirits. And I'm actually not joking. For those who have ever lived on Native American land or been, there's a friend of mine that had a place up north, and all hell was breaking loose on this property. And I said, it's Native American. If you cut a tree down because they were building something on the property, give an offering back to the land. Tell them, look, I'm cutting this tree down. Thank the nature spirits, thank the natives, thank the ancestors, and tell them that you're going to use every bit of the tree that you can. Trees are living beings. They're sentient beings. Trees are important. I mean, yeah, I'm sharing all this not to sound all frou-frou. I'm sharing it because I'm being real. This is how you get in right relationship with everything, is you be respectful. Humans don't respect nature the way they should. Not saying everybody, but you know what? Mess around and find out on a Native American property. You'll see what I'm talking about. You won't even have to listen to this. You're going to see what I'm talking about. If you're disrespectful to the land, they are going to make sure that you suffer some consequences. You know, there are some Native American tribes that let me say it easier way. What they do is when, like, a chief dies, the chief will stay within this realm in spirit form to guard the land until the next chief dies. And then when the next chief dies, that previous chief will cross over into the spirit world. Well, guess what happens? They have human feelings just like we do. They can feel anger and all of that. They just don't have the physical body, which means they can go up in your space anytime they want. And if you do something that's disrespectful to the land, that is a big deal to them. And they can do stuff like slam your doors and, lock you out of your house and do things because they don't like the way you're treating Earth. Mother Earth, we call her Pachamama. That's a shamanic term. Pachamamita, Mother Earth, she is a beautiful sentient being that is growing all of these beautiful sentient beings, and we need to be in a right relationship with all of them. Trees, I love them. I have this connection to trees that it's just so cool. And I'm a tree hugger, I'll be honest. I don't just walk up and hug a tree, though. That'd be like just walk up and hug a stranger. I walk up and I say, hey, is it okay if I hug you? Which is the right thing to do. And sometimes I'll get this feeling of, go to the next one. Maybe that tree's having a bad day. I don't know. But the trees communicate with each other, their root system. Just be respectful of nature is all I'm trying to say. And when you do, you'll see that things flow. Things flow. For the people who want to have contact with this mystical realm, they will not show themselves to you unless you earn their trust. And for those that think that's silly, then that means you're not there yet. Don't even try. Don't waste your time doing it, but just don't be disrespectful. What I meant by also offering back to the earth, anytime you're using a resource from the earth, this is, I love this about the natives and the Native Americans. If you use something or a plant or something, give an offering to the earth, tobacco or grains, or, if you don't have a tree to plant, but that's a sign of respect and of gratitude, thanking the earth for what it gave you. And it's kind of like when you kill an animal and to feed your family. You don't just kill an animal, cut it open, skin it. You kill an animal and you thank it for giving its life to feed your family. It's just respect. That's all it is. When we give that, we get that from these realms. We have totally shifted into a different reality, really, dimension. And I'll give you a heads up of what's coming along with that. And I've already gotten proof of it. Not only did I get proof of it, I've had witnesses to it. Thank goodness. I had witnesses that were able to see the information that I was getting, not only from my guides, but from some of these interdimensional beings. I call them super dimensional. I use different words. The reason they're called inter or super dimensional beings is they're not all, how do I put that? I think I need to make another recording to explain all of that. I wish I could make longer recordings. YouTube sucks. Okay, sorry, I'll take that back. I won't complain. Oh my gosh, the amount of interdimensional beings I'm seeing right now in my yard is crazy. They will shapeshift. They will, or what I call blend, they will blend their energy with nature and reveal themselves only to the people that they have lifted the veil for. But they'll blend. They don't usually blend with like flowers and stuff as much as they do trees, bushes, but they use the energy of nature and they absolutely blend with them. There is definitely such a thing as the tree people. I have video of it. I have a video. It looks like a tree with two legs walking down River Road, and that was a tree person. That was an interdimensional being, a Sasquatch. A Sasquatch is an interdimensional being. They can portal in and out of here quickly. That's why they're so evasive. But more and more people are having sightings of them, and the reason is because these dimensions have merged. They're converging. So all of a sudden you have a Sasquatch sitting. I don't know if y'all saw that video. Some people believed it and some didn't, where the man was walking through the woods and he came up on the Sasquatch, and it startled the Sasquatch. And they question, is that a legit video? Actually, it is. That is actually a legit video. These mystical, what we would consider mystical, but they're not mystical, they're just beings, right? That were staying hidden from us for so long are now slowly, /quickly, /slowly, it depends on who you are, revealing themselves. And that's going to continue, and I'll give more on that shortly.